Hello, and welcome to the frozen morning of October in Estonia. We have incredibly rare, nice sunny day again. We have enough of those, but not that much as other people have. It's like a still rare, nice sunny morning of second half of October. Forest side road. There's some bigger road nearby, so you can hear some cars maybe. Doing a morning walking routine. Just I thought I'd share this with you because today is the one of the rare days when it's nice and sunny. Nice and sunny. Neighbors are pretty far apart here. All those houses you see are actually just abandoned buildings. There might be some tractors coming between the places. Other than that, there's nothing. There's my house in the middle. On the left there, there's one neighbor's house that the only close house to us. Other houses all empty or have rarely any movement inside. Rest of it's just forest, or maybe few rare neighbors. This is another one, half a mile away, and that's basically concludes. Like 5 to 6 people living in few minute distance of walking, but then it's like empty forest. Beautiful though, it's very beautiful. Scenic. Hello. At this angle you might see a few more abandoned houses. Back there, someone might be living over there. I doubt it. Haven't seen activity there for a while now. Let's hear some. I'm not sure if it's microphone picks it up, but you can hear some metal noises. There's some tractor still plowing the peat farm and then the fertilizer. Peat, P-E-A-T. Now there's a path down here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I knew it was close to by. Now, it's nice and frozen in the morning, so none of the humidity bothers walking through. It's all stuck to the leaves by the white frozen layer, so it's not actually wet going through the long grass. I think it's the, what to see still water. There is 1 mile down the main road, another side road that takes to the artificial digged places. I don't know what's the English word for it. Like a, mining rocks place kind of thing. But it's abandoned and therefore becomes like a mini lake or pond. Very steep but beautiful. It's also deep but also very steep. Well, yeah, won't go this way today. It's just a hint that might go there next trip. Might be noisy though, that's why I avoid going there. Might take a bike there first, then walk around the forest area, find some off the main road. And believe it or not, you actually have more warmth in a cold, almost wintry time between the forest than on open road on the sun, with the sunniest possible. The sun is getting so far from this country at the winter times that you can't even feel it. You're better off getting to the between forests to feel a little bit less cold in your head and any open skin. Now we're coming to the crossroads. Yes, that's those things. Many tractor paths inside of the not very thick forest. You can go keep going that way or over that way, but I didn't plan the trip to be too long, so that way is not a plan. This is less used path, so might be able to. You can see the fallen tree there. Not very used at all. Other road was easier to pass through. This ain't particularly infested with stuff either. Just this stuff is feet and we're fine. See, that is already clearing up. Some overgrowing happening here, but who has been stopped by that before? People have walked through heavy forest before. Having a little fallen tree in your way hasn't stopped anybody. I see through the woods that there's like a opening or another path. Yeah, this is not very thick forest at all. It's like a place full of paths for the tractors and stuff. Yeah, It seems thick when you look far away, but actually a little bit sad that deforestation is getting out of hand. We might be coming across the ditch like this. It's empty though. Just going to be fine. Ditches are dried up by this cold season. What's it doing over here? What's going on over here? There's a clearing path as I planned, but I want to go to sunny side. This leads back to the same road I was on, a little bit forward, because yeah, forest rangers or whoever owns the land sometimes take a stroll too, like I do. Open land, everyone's open to walk here. Therefore those paths exist. And looks like someone came in this place with a car. It's like a parallel track type of path coming here down here. Even though there's a tracks here, I do not think that a normal car of Caramobile or some shit can get through this thick grass and soft ground. It's kind of maybe you could really push hard at the normal car, but at minimum 4-wheel drive, people. Don't try to push in the forest with your front wheel Honda Civic. And that's the big opening. Oh yeah. How could I forget? There's like an electrical line built up here. They're gonna replace them soon, underground ones. Oh, crazy. Fucking. Hang on a minute. There's some messy ground here. Messy plants sticking you with a fucking. Yeah, that's fine. They don't poke you or anything, just stuck to your clothes sometimes. Sticky balls of the seeds under something. Yes, that keeps them going forward. They don't stick for too long. They get a bit tossed around for a while and end up on some other grounds to keep growing somewhere else. And there's a lot of those shitheads over here. These things are annoying. Okay. Since there's a ditch here, a car could not be coming from this direction. Yeah, definitely not a car that has been driving here and making these track tires. They can tell you it came through the ditch with the big ass wheels. Yeah, that's for certain. There's a walk path straight to the field of nothingness. This is a land of tractors. No cars allowed. Up there, look at all of these signs. See those buildings? That's old pig growing place. Pig barn, pork, pigs, pig animals. I don't know, the pork meat animals growing place. The barn for the pigs. Look at it. Right? Hope so. Definitely wasn't planned. But it's not interesting to walk outside you should plan every single inch of your walk. I guess I was lying. You can feel the sunlight, but it's because you don't feel the wind either. Because you're right against the forest in this area. Crow. A crow. Flying over there, I don't know if you can see it, but quite against the sun. Black dot flying over there. You should be able to see that. Yep, definitely can see that. Definitely visible on the camera. I'm not really sure. Crow doesn't make this noise. I'm dumbass. It's a raven. Of course it is. Focus raven. Huh? What's happening over there? I think falling stuff from the trees. Just rotting trees. Falling the last branches in the will of autumn. Rotting away at the autumn. It's been cold for a while now, and the entire month at least. So it's like ground is like a rubble, even though it's actually supposed to be a field. And they're building wires into the ground with this frozen ground. Sucks to be those workers at the roadside who building the wires in the ground there at the next door of my house. Oh, I know what the noise was. The road wasn't like that when I was not on the road. Thank God I went through the forest. These stupid surfacing fucking tractors was creeping the ground up. Little plant stuff on the road close. Choose is not a big deal. Man-made stuff was a lot worse. Don't have East Europe dangerous plants here. Annoying plants, but not dangerous. At least if you're not eating them, you're fine. That's nice. Supposedly by the sign you're getting to the bigger road, but it's still like nice and scenic nature's place. You're getting to the settlement where the rest of the few thousand people live in a more dense manner. But that direction might be also about 10 houses or so close to it, like another village. There's a lot of few miles long villages here. We cross the border just to the next settlement. We're in between those right now. Look, a bird. See that? Yellow bird. What's the English name of it? When I walked by this place last year, there was a constant alarm ringing in this house, like an old mill or something. They never turned it off. Now there is, but for several months, it just kept ringing and ringing. It was funny. When I get past it, I was always testing my hearing. How far I can hear the small, faint ringing. Some old collapsed roof house. Sign saying careful, collapsing danger. Okay, we're coming to the settlement. More spread out part of it yet. Soon to be apartment buildings, and it's still kind of foresty nature was around. Even the more dense settlements. Believe it or not, even the towns. Stone is very foresty. They deforesting it, but lots of it is still left between the houses. So you always can feel that some of the nature is still kept around. Maybe not in a big capital city or but bigger major town, but in here and other small towns, forestation is still present between the houses. That makes it nice to walk through. Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping the privacy of people who passing by. That much not happening, so I just got the recording for that little bit. Industrial zone. It's not very nice place. The industrial houses are always kind of ugly. Despite being surrounded by trees, this is a more better place. Half of it. Old swimming house. It's this big because there's an entire pool inside it. Business moved to the nearby town, a few 10 miles away. Interesting enough, what ends with people place you get, you can hear more birds. Birds here seem to like people around them. Local store. Down the path is another, it's a bigger place. It's not just a village. This is like a halfway town. Just because population is low, it's called settlement. And here's our culture house. The social house where all the theatrical cinema events are happening. The culture theatrical gathering building still is showing some cinemas, and most of the time, once in a while, theater pieces from local artists in the country. Yeah, it's a settlement. Alright, there's people driving left and right. Even in the morning, where everyone should be sleeping or not doing much. Let's go to the park instead. Less chance of getting cars in the way. old sawmill slash store building. It has been a lot of things in there. Ah, no, we didn't have to go far to see water. Still water. It's a pond, but it's specifically created to be a water for the park beauty. Nice reflective pond. Reflecting pond, people might call it. It's a beauty. Oh, there's people here too. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Yeah. My main target is the park. I guess I go through here then. Through the parking lot of the sawmill. Well, technically this is a backyard of those apartment buildings over there where the cars are. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said it's almost a town, because of the living residents here. Amount is limiting its value to just below the worth of town. Obviously there's everything. There's a post office here. Look at this internet sign. It's been here for 20 years like that. Ever since the first computers came around. In that building over there, in the library slash post office building. There's also school in the same house. Well, cost savings have been done. But yeah, a stadium, the full blown build out, full, I don't know how long circle, 1000 meter circle around it. That doesn't have a license plate, so it's fine to film that. The activity is organized with all school children to scrape up all the leaves coming from the trees around us. That action's going on. Today's Monday morning, so yeah, they're doing that. Most of the kids and actually more of a leaf blower. I guess parents were complaining that kids were used or something. I would see kids need an activity. 2010 actually. Yeah, I finished the school as elementary, 9th grade. There's a 9th grade school here only. But I finished it 11 years ago. Time flies past fast. It's been 11 years since I last stepped to this cool house. Other than like other occasional sport event each year. Then everyone's coming back here, but yeah, I didn't have much schoolmates. Class was like 6 people. And nobody cared about anybody too much, like, at least I was like outcast. Not very likable student because of my issues, let's say. The car going 40 kilometers per hour limit. And there goes another residential area of this place. Behind the school, the road we walked past is crossing into that one behind there. No. Now it's more or less tense. Hooligans, I mean, I'm telling you, man, they're destroying the bus stop signs always. It's been restored like 10 times in the last year. And this is the lovely name of our settlement, Oisu. Hooldusteenus, ettei joku tuojassa. The corner advertisement. Someone is putting up the business for the gardening jobs. See, that's why we don't have jobs. Someone makes a private company and takes all the work from others. People always in VHS tell me, get a job. But if there's companies who don't hire and there's like a overly eager old people taking the rest of it for themselves and not letting others to work, even as a like a self-employed. They are self-employed, but they are overly eager self-employed, like actual companies, registered official companies, like businesses. They have like a boomer circle who take the jobs everywhere, and young people who want to work are not qualified. You need a fucking degree or some shit to able to work as a gardener. The peat farm offered the job through October, March from October through October, depending on the weather, but that is just temporary. And also backbreaking. Well, you can train for the muscle part, but you cannot train for the long termers because health security is a mess. You have to provide your own everything to protect your ass a little bit from that acidic dust coming from there. Oh yeah, and the route we walked past when I was riding. Just behind us, after the bus stop. That's the access to these houses. It's been fenced off with these spruces. And the yellow house you can see now. Yeah. All these houses can be accessed by the small road, turned down by the main road. Yeah, this is like a fancy house. I would call this is the richest house in around the area. There's more interconnected roads. Down the road that is coming up on the right side. And some real estate recently bought a house here. And the ads here, building a house here. Nobody lives in them, nobody owns them, just a big real estate company buying up grounds and building houses. Yeah, this is the rich region. People from further bigger cities have moved away from the commotion and bigger noise, settle down here. But they also contrast the poor people like me and others around us are not doing very well. Since these people have cars, so they can easily sit and drive to the nearest city where the actual work is. I don't have that luxury. What I do have is a lot of nature to walk past, talk about it, keep myself healthy, because it's foresty area. Stay away from the peat farm though. That job is a lung killer. You pick up sticks, put them on a big slates while the tractor drives alongside. Great workout, but terrible to the lungs with the peat dust. And you might get infections on your feet over time because it seeps into from the side. This bus just came around from there and just drove up from the back road of the where I was walking before. No, that close. Road is not that close. Another example of rich people having the vehicle to go to the town for the business they own somewhere further away. Not the most efficient way, but it's sure peaceful to live here. Go to job somewhere else. Possibly they even run the business from home and then go on a ordered on a demand job. Okay, these people aren't actually that rich. They can pay up the bills easily because the living conditions here are cheap, but we're not making much more money either. Just keeping up the maintenance of the car, bus, truck, whatever, and going to the little on-demand jobs. I was maybe a little bit rough on them. They do take jobs away from other people who want to just without doing a business, because it's expensive actually to start a business. You have to get loan and be stuck with the loans, then even start a business. Getting the business loan, to start it. The cost country wants a chunk of money before you even start it, 2,000 euros. But these people easily make it back because they have business and good name for them. Young ones like me who might want to go same. I might know a lot of utility stuff around the house. We should live in one and fix stuff, but and gardening. It's just as simple as gardening something. You think it's easy, but no. Those self-employed, full business starting people simply just take the name for themselves, and people trust them more than random punk outside of the village. That's not a good way to get job and make money in this area. Especially if you can't even start a business to, or can't have a transport to anywhere that does offer a job. I think a big pet peeve for those transport people. Who drive around the country. They have to little bit accommodate your bus schedule, or you have to be busy to accommodate them. But they still have to accommodate and make room for you and drive. It's common sense to pick up the workers who don't have cars. Especially if you have the big trucks and multi-seat micro buses. But it's rude for them to think it's nuisance and find a way to get rid of the workers who don't drive themselves everywhere. Like they want to, what's the word, slack and make maximum profit. That's how all the businesses work in this area, in this country. If you don't have a job, driving license and car, it costs a lot, by the way. This month payment to get the driving license, another month's payment to pay for the practices of the driving license, and another 4 months payment to get the car itself. Assuming you don't have any other expenses in your life, which can be covered with my disability support, but it's kind of annoying that I think of it that I can't even pay for it. That's fast. You have to, and to have all that, you have to have a job first. So it's a witch circle. Same witch circle as with experience, need job, but don't have experience, can do a good job. Need experience for the job, but you don't get the experience if you don't get the job. So yeah, but same with the transport. You don't get the transport if you don't get the job, and you don't get the job if you don't get the transport. So yeah, that's much about it. Maybe see you again with this kind of video format. Bye.